Hey guys, we really have some beautiful harmonic energy going on today as the moon in Sagittarius is making a grand trine with both the sun and Leo and the Eris point. And what this is really doing for us is helping us to align both our soul and our spirit harmoniously with the things that we are being liberated from right now. And this is actually setting us up really nicely for this blue full moon in Aquarius that is coming this weekend, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aubrey. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021, and this is my astrological outlook for the day. And we really are in kind of some calm energetics today, which is nice because for the rest of the week, you guys, it is going to be like bam, 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 big business going on. Today, though, we are still in that black moon energy, and that is something that we need to keep in mind. This is always a heavier vibration, a heavier energy that really has a tendency to bring up some of our deep shadow side, subconscious issues, and really sometimes have us triggered really like in very deep emotional ways. And really the point of this energy is so that it surfaces and we can acknowledge it and we can begin to learn about it and understand it and heal it. And this is happening all collectively for us right now whenever the moon goes into Gemini or Sagittarius because of the placement of the black moon currently. I talked a lot more about this black moon energy we're experiencing in my video from yesterday. So if you missed that video, you might want to hop back there and listen to all of that black moon information because it's still very much in effect today, although it is waning out today as the moon approaches the end of Sagittarius and starts to enter Capricorn later this evening. So I just wanted to start out with that and say we are still in those black moon energetics, so that is an underlying theme of the day. And if you're feeling it heavy, a little depressed, a little lack of motivation, or just like hyper triggered about something, it's probably these black moon issues surfacing so that you can gain some awareness of them and begin to integrate and heal them. And actually with the black moon in Gemini, this is very, very good energy for being able to like consciously, cognitively understand our deep issues and begin to go through that process of healing, okay? Number 2 today, like I said, we have this beautiful harmonic playing out. We have a trine going on between the sun and Leo. The sun is at 26 degrees of Leo today and the moon in Sagittarius. And because of the sun's placement right now and the moon's placement, we're talking about late fire signs. This is also activating the Eris point, forming this grand trine. The Eris point, for those of you who are unaware, is located at 21 degrees of Aries, and it's actually the location in the zodiac where the planet Eris was discovered. And this specific point is all about breaking the chains. It's all about being liberated in the most ultimate ways. It's about like genuine integrity, genuine authenticity, and basically being able to break free from anything and everything that is restraining us from being able to achieve that authenticity and integrity within ourselves and within our lives. And so with the sun and the moon aligning in fire today with that Eris point, this is really aligning us with authenticity today, and we're being liberated on both a soul and a spiritual level. Like our spirit ruled by the sun, our soul ruled by the moon, both coming into a very harmonious alignment with this degree that's all about liberation and authenticity. And so it's like this is not something that we have to try with today. This is just something that is happening under the surface of things. It's like we are just inherently aligning today and doing things and taking actions and understanding things and just navigating our reality today in a way that is organically helping us to liberate ourselves both on a soul and a spirit level from things that have held us back from being able to do what we're doing this Leo new moon cycle, and that is come back into our own unique, creative, authentic self-expression and begin to create going forward from that place, okay? And so this energy is really helping us out with that today. And I think that it's a really, really nice setup considering what we have going on the rest of the week. Mercury is in a very close conjunction with Mars today, and this might be bringing things up. Mercury is the messenger, Mars is the ruler of the battlefield, and together, both of them, this is very heated conversation. This can be verbal conflict, verbal battle, and it's like as we are going through this trine today with the sun and the moon and the Eris point, it's like what we are inherently experiencing internally and externally in our lives that is really working to liberate us might also be contributing to these conflicts that might be surfacing this week and over the next couple days. Because remember, it's not just this Mercury Mars conjunction that we have to worry about, or not worry about, but that we're navigating right now. It's also the fact that Uranus is going retrograde on Thursday right after that, and then we are moving towards this second full moon, this blue moon in Leo and Aquarius this weekend, that is really like an ultimate window period of release. And so the way that I feel and see this energy building this week, it's like yesterday and today, these shadow side issues, these deep issues have been sort of surfacing for us to see and gain awareness of. And then as we move through the energy today, we are sort of just dropping them off somehow. The things that are holding us back, the things that we felt enslaved to, the things that have been limiting or obstructing our ability to move forward in a better alignment with that true, unique, creative authenticity, are sort of just like going today in very subtle ways. But in the same sense, this might be bringing up conflicts, verbal conflicts, or even like mental conflicts within ourselves. But there is a lot of mental energy going on this week, and this process of liberation in a very harmonic way that we're going through today, I think could lead to some of these more intense verbal confrontations that we might have later this week. And also when Uranus goes retrograde, that's really going to be like an inward awakening that realigns us with our true authenticity, really helping us through the process of this Leo new moon. And then by the time we get to the full moon this weekend, we're going to be ready to let a lot of things go. So this today, I feel like, is the progression into this energy. And for those of you watching on Instagram and Facebook, I'm going to have to cut the video off now. If you guys want to keep watching this video, please come over to my YouTube channel and you guys can finish watching it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. So, yeah, I wrote about this, harmony with our soul and our spirit today, and just basically releasing restraints. And this is moving us towards this energy that's incoming for the rest of the week. Now, the second thing that we have going on today, we have, like I said, we have this grand trine with the moon, but the moon is also going to be forming a square to Neptune. And this is an energy that we really need to kind of watch, you guys, because, this energy can cause us to be quite confused or like delusional about things. We need to make sure that we're really following our intuition right now. And we need to make sure also that we are not over idealizing or over fantasizing or in illusion about something. With Neptune in square to the moon, this is very like daydreamy energy, like rose colored glasses energy. And what it really wants to do, you guys, is evade reality. So watch any substances today that help in the process of evading reality, because we don't want to go too far in that direction with this. And this is also not a very good energy for making decisions. So that's another thing that you kind of want to be aware of. If you have a big decision to make, this honestly is probably not the week to do it, especially with this Mercury Mars and this full moon coming up. You might want to wait until after the full moon if you have some big decisions that need to be made, but definitely not today. Today is definitely not the day when you want to be making any type of a big decision. The next thing, and this is really the last thing that I want to talk about today, but it's still kind of an interesting energetic that we have going on, is we actually have Mercury and Mars, even though they are in a 1 degree off from conjunction. There's a 1 degree orb between them right now. Mercury is at 11 degrees of Virgo today, and Mars is at 12 degrees of Virgo. And they're forming a yod, though, with Saturn in Aquarius and Chiron in Aries. So we have a yod going on. That's a finger of God aspect between Saturn, Chiron, and Mercury and Mars. And the finger of God is actually pointing to Mercury and Mars. And so the way I'm reading this energetic generally, it's like frustration, Saturn, or wounding, Chiron, making us verbally want to explode, Mercury, Mars, or just verbal conflicts being triggered through wounding and frustration. So it could really go either way. It's like these frustrations or these limitations or these things that are obstructing us or holding us back, or the reformations that we're having to make, or our reevaluation of things right now, in a combination with some type of wounding, some type of trauma, could be triggering this Mars Mercury energy today and really just making us want to like explode verbally all over somebody. Or on the flip side, that verbal conflict that comes up could also be what's triggering these frustrations, feeling limited, feeling obstructed, feeling like you can't move forward, or like you totally have to like redo all of your plans, and also triggering some like deep-seated wounding or trauma or something like that. But on the flip side, it's also like how we can use our mental energy to help us heal and to rebuild things, because Chiron is the wounded healer teacher archetype. You know, it always brings up themes of like very deep and painful wounding, but it's for the point of transforming and learning through experience and ultimately becoming a master over that experience and a teacher and a guide for other people who are going through that same experience. And Saturn retrograde right now is really all about reforming things, reevaluating things, and rebuilding things in a more solid structure that are more in alignment with our true, authentic self-expression that can really take us into the future in a more sustainable, enduring, and fulfilling way. And so it's like we have these two archetypes feeding into that Mercury Mars, or we have that Mercury Mars feeding into these two archetypes. But we know it's all about the Mercury and Mars because that is where the finger of God is pointing to today. And so really we have an ability with this intensified mental energy that we have going on right now to really do the most to come into a place of healing and mastery over our traumas, over our wounds, through experience, through self-knowledge, especially with that black moon in effect today. And also we have a really good opportunity right now to really put a lot of mental energy into the reformations that we need to make, into our reevaluations of things, and it has a lot to do with reevaluating our ideals and what we find value in, what we perceive value in, and deciding if our goals, our visions, our ideals for the future and what we want to build are still in alignment with what they always have been, or what we thought that they've been up until this point, and really reconsidering what our ideals of greatness truly are and making adjustments in the way that we pursue those going forward. And again, we have this just like very, very strong, intensified Mercury, Mars, mental energy, mental inspiration, mental motivation that is helping us to make these improvements, to make these adjustments, and to heal, so that the baseline that we're setting down, the foundation that we're setting down right now, is much more long-lasting, enduring, supportive, and fulfilling going on into our future. So mental energy to reevaluate foundations, old ideals, and heal and overcome past wounds and traumas today. So that's really what we're looking at in terms of the energy. And again, this aspect also sets us up really nicely for the exact conjunction of Mercury and Mars that we have coming tomorrow. You guys, this is going to be a big energetic. I actually made a video all about this energetic for the 12 signs, talking about where this energy is most likely to surface in your own experience, in your own life, based on your sign placement, because I just feel like it's significant. And we need to be careful with this energy, because as we move into the age of Aquarius, the power of the mind, our mental energy is extremely strong in its ability to actually manifest and create our reality. So we really, really want to make sure that we are using the highest octaves of the Mars Mercury that's going on this week to truly be inspired and motivated and have the energy to work hard on keeping our mind in the right place and putting the effort and the energy into what we want to create and what we want to build going forward. This is also very, very creative and passionate energy. So we have a lot of opportunity this week to really like channel greatness into the things that we're working on. But what we don't want to do is sabotage ourselves with this energy or destroy what we've been building up until this point, because it is also very explosive and it can be very destructive energy as well. So we have that. But ultimately today, with this beautiful trine that we have going on with the sun and the moon and this harmony and the Eris point as well, it's like harmony with what we are being liberated from. And again, this is also, I mean, Chiron is in the Eris point is in Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is with Mercury right now in this yod. The finger of God is pointing to Mars and Mercury today. So this is speaking about it. And honestly, you guys, intense conflict may need to happen this week as part of this process that our soul and our spirit are embarking on to ultimately experience authentic liberation in accordance with that this week. It's like the universe is telling us that what is transpiring the rest of the week, whatever happens, is ultimately for the point of bringing us back into harmony within our soul, our spirit, also our mind, because Mercury is involved in this, and really just liberating us back to that place of personal authenticity, our originality, so that we can truly be who we are and do what we're meant to do moving forward and escape, the matrix of everybody else's thought reality that's created around us. Okay. So, very mentally motivated, very mentally inspired with this. And as long as we can stay out of the negative feelings, as long as we can stay out of the fear and out of the worry, and really channel this energy into the things that we want to grow and build in our lives, this is going to be a really beautiful week and a really beautiful just series of consecutive energetics that are happening. I mean, it's really a big week astrologically with this Mars Mercury conjunction, and then Uranus turning around and going retrograde the very next day. Like, literally, when that happens on Thursday, I'll be talking all about it. But it's really like, whatever comes up with this Mars Mercury, we are really going to be processing it on a very internal level on Thursday and figuring out whether or not whatever that is truly in alignment with us. And if it's not, we're probably going to be in a place where we can make the decision to let it go with this full moon that's coming up this weekend. So you guys, that's really what I have for my report today. I mean, the Sabian symbol of the degree of the sun today for this trine is after a heavy storm, a rainbow appears. And I feel like that is giving us some more guidance about the direction of this week. Because remember, Mercury is going to be going retrograde. Uranus is going to be going retrograde. And the degree where Uranus is going to be going retrograde is a man with a a man with a rakish silk hat muffled against the cold braves a storm. So we know that we're going to be braving a storm with this, but we're prepared and we have what we need to muffle against it. So it's not really that big of a problem, but we are facing a storm. Uranus has been at this degree for a while. We know this is coming, but the sun is telling us today, as we move towards this energy tomorrow, as we move towards this retrograde with Uranus, as we move towards this full moon this weekend, that after the storm, a rainbow will appear. And that makes so much sense in the context of the grand trine between the sun and the Eris point and the moon today, because ultimately that's what all this energy this week truly is doing, especially in the context of the fact that we're in this Leo new moon cycle, is helping us to throw off anything that is still in our lives that is still keeping us from being able to truly authentically express what is in the unique and original and true nature of both our soul and our spirit, and how that is activating our mind as well, with Mercury coming into the conjunction with Mars in Virgo. So you guys, that's my report for today. Not a whole lot, although it is a whole lot, just because we are the day before this Mercury Mars and all of these domino effect of energetics that's happening this week. And I think after these 2 days of the black moon energy, now we're getting this trine where we're getting real divine assistance in being able to liberate ourselves and I feel like this is what is kicking off what is going to be unfolding the rest of the week. But ultimately, it's going to bring us to a rainbow, and it's going to be lovely. And it's funny because Chiron is involved today as well, and the Sabian symbol, or I forgot to say, for those of you who are new to my channel or who are unaware of what the Sabian symbols are, they're a group of symbols that reference each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac, and I read them whenever a planet is at a certain degree because it just gives us more information about the underlying purpose of that planet's placement, that aspect, whatever's going on at that particular point in time. And the Sabian symbol for the Chiron point, the degree where Chiron was discovered at 4 degrees of Taurus, is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And we have this yod featuring Chiron today as well. So I really do feel that this is all going towards the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, our true ability to reconnect with that authenticity and really begin to master ourselves and our experience and begin to co-create in true Age of Aquarius fashion the reality around us that we want to experience going forward. And today is setting us up nicely for the aspects the rest of the week. And so that's basically what I have to say today, you guys. Like I said, I did make a video all about Mars and Mercury and how it is going to be impacting the 12 signs based on your ascendant placement. That will be linked in the description box below. I definitely urge everyone to check that out so you know how these energetics are playing out for you personally this week. And definitely you guys are going to want to tune in tomorrow and Thursday and this weekend for sure, because we just have a whole bunch of astrology business going on, and I will be here to walk you through it step by step. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to provide something today to give you guys a little bit of assistance as you navigate the astrological energetics today. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends if you think they'd be interested, leave me comments, you guys. I love your comments. And I should also say I'm starting some new content. It's called Ask Me Anything About Astrology. Any astrology questions that come up that you guys have, post them in the comment sections of my videos, and periodically I'm going to go through and grab all those questions, and I'm going to make you guys some videos specifically for you, specifically answering your exact questions. So that's going on as well. I also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page if you're interested. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Mercury conjunct Mars. This is big energy. Everybody be careful with your words this week. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.